Clayton Kershaw now available. First question's from Milana Rizzo. Go ahead.
Dodgers are starting with Clayton Kershaw right now.
Go ahead, Alana.
Clayton, at what point did you exhale in the dugout when you were watching the later innings unfold?
Oh, never a doubt. No, never a doubt. We had it in our hands. That's how Joe Kelly rolls. You know, Joe likes to make it interesting for us. So that was a huge win for us tonight, obviously, and we're in a good spot now going into tomorrow.
Clayton, your 6 innings, you give up the back-to-back solo shots, but it looked like the one to Hosmer was actually a good location. Was it just a matter of him hitting that well, or what's your take on those back-to-back long balls?
Yeah, you know, I guess I think I probably came out in the 6th and didn't quite have my stuff like I wanted it to. You know, felt fine physically, but just it wasn't coming out quite like it had been in the first few innings. But, you know, Manny's ball was a slider that, you know, that's kind of what he hits down and in, so that probably wasn't it just wasn't a good slider. And then, yeah, Hosmer, I think we probably, you know, just went in there probably one too many times. But, you know, my slider wasn't as good tonight as it was against the Brewers the other night. But, you know, able to kind of grind it out through 6. And fortunate we got some runs tonight, which was awesome, and got a win.
Overall, it didn't seem like you were laboring too much, though. You said your slider wasn't as effective. Overall, with the mix of your stuff, did it feel that it was serviceable?
Yes, it was okay. You know, I mean, there's different like levels, obviously, and you know, my last start of the regular season was pretty bad, and you know, against the Brewers, I felt like I had a lot of stuff going, and this one was kind of right in the middle of those two. And I wish there was a magic formula to have everything going the way you want it to every game, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. But you know, thankful to be on a good team and get a win tonight.
And finally, for me, Clayton, you walk away in this game with the win. First time you get to pitch in or around your hometown. Did the reality meet the expectation?
We won a playoff game, so it could have been in, you know, Timbuktu. It was great with me.
Thanks, Clayton.
Next question is from Claudia Gestro. Go ahead.
Hey, Clayton, this is a tough lineup to face. Can you talk about the run support and the defense tonight? They always do a great job.
Yeah. The Padres are, you know, they swing the bats really well. You know, up and down the lineup, they got guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark and guys that put good at bats on you all the way through. So definitely a good lineup over there. And like you said, you know, Belly made an unbelievable play. CT made a great play tonight. JT made some great plays at third, and Muncy made some great picks at first. I mean, just, you know, all the way around, our defense has been really, really good the whole year. So, like I said, just thankful to be on a good team.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Did you have a good view of Bellinger's catch?
Yeah, I was kind of finishing up working out, but saw it, and I mean, that obviously that was a game changer right there. That was awesome.
And do you think that kind of play, obviously you scored 2 runs right after that, do you think that kind of play produces some momentum for you guys?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, you get some momentum going. You know, Belly, you know, yeah, absolutely. Make that huge play to end that inning, and you kind of feed off that, and guys scored some runs after that, which we ended up needing, so it was huge.
Thank you.
Thanks, Clayton.
All right, thanks.
Cody Bellinger now available. First question's from Alana. Go ahead, Alana.
Ellie, have you taken a breath yet?
It's gonna take a while to wind down from that one. That was that's postseason baseball right there.
You're the first player since 2012 that's hit a postseason home run and robbed a postseason home run since ESPN started taking the robbery stat. What is more exhilarating, knowing that you can actually hit a home run in this park and get your team on the board, or being able to rob one like that?
I would say catch one, especially under those circumstances. I'll take that one over the homer for sure.
I mean, you have Fernando Tatís Jr. at the plate going up against the guy that's the hardest thrower in baseball, and Brusdar Graterol. Can you take me through your route off the bat and how you're able to even physically make that play?
Yeah, I knew he hit it, so it was either from in my head. It was like, all right, that's gone off the black screen, or I'm gonna get to the wall and maybe have a chance to catch it, and just kind of turned around as fast as I could, got to the fence, and saw that it was robbable. So I just try to time up the jump, and that's how it worked out.
It's not probable for a lot of people. I mean, it takes some obvious skill to do that. Did you feel it when it went into your glove, or did you actually need to see it to know that you caught it?
I actually knew I knew I caught that one. I didn't know if it was a homer. I didn't know if it was a homer or not. Like, it was weird, but I knew I caught it.
How exhilarating is that, Cody, to be able to, I mean, really saving the game at that point? That would have been a 2-run shot. It would have given them the lead.
Yeah, that was I don't know. It was a big catch, and I'm just glad that I came up with it.
You had mentioned that's postseason right there, and there was a little jawing after that when Brusdar kind of was showing his emotion like he's done all season long.
Yeah.
Manny Machado takes exception to it. What's your thought about that?
My thought, they asked me out there. I honestly don't know what happened. I don't know what Brusdar Graterol did, but it's a big play in a postseason game, so I got Graterol's back.
Thanks so much.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Cody, on that home run, that first at-bat, Davies went down and away from you 3 times. It looked like at least the last one wasn't a strike. Were you looking for that again?
I wasn't necessarily looking for it. I saw the changeup, and I knew it was low. I just tried to stay through it as much as I could. And I knew I hit that ball well, but like I said, I haven't even hit a ball to center field in batting practice, I don't think. So I was like, damn, hopefully that goes. And it was nice to see it hit the wall, over the wall.
Yeah, as you're running around the bases, you're like, damn, I actually hit it over the wall.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I got some juice. That's what I thought.
Thank you.
Next question is from Jeff Wilson. Go ahead.
You talked about this being in Pitchers Park. How does it compare to your home ballpark? And you guys are here in August, so how does it play differently when the roof is open as opposed to closed?
I think the ball carries more when the roof's open. We were here in August when it was closed. It's just a big park in general. Like, I'm out in center field. There's a lot of grass or turf. There's a lot of turf to cover. It's just a big field in general.
Okay, thank you.
Next question is from John Morosi. Go ahead.
Thanks. Cody, how has all of your playoff experience now added together allowed you to really, in these big moments, stay present both at the plate and the field as well?
I do think it's just trusting myself, trusting my teammates as well. I mean, we have a really talented team, so that helps, with the confidence. But just staying within myself and understanding what I can do and trusting my process that I've been doing, and it's been feeling pretty good.
Next question is from Gabe. Go ahead.
Hey, Cody. Graterol looked pretty grateful when he made that catch, people should say. Did he eventually find you and thank you for it, or what was that conversation like?
Yeah, no, he definitely did. Right when we got in the dugout, slide hands, and it was a cool moment. But yeah, he did. He got me right away.
Next question is from Jeff Passan. Go ahead.
Hey, Cody. What does it feel like to rob a home run?
Man, in that situation, that was cool. I think people have asked me if I'd rather hit a home run or rob a home run in those circumstances. I don't know. It's about the same. I think in that circumstance, robbing that home run felt pretty good.
Thanks, Cody.
Thank you, guys.
Oof. Dave Roberts now available. First question's from Alana Rizzo. Go ahead.
Dave, certainly not how you drew this one up. Let's speak to the performance first for Joe Kelly. quickly. Getting in on base, but finally being able to get Hosmer to ground out there to Kike to get that out at first. Take us through his outing, if you will.
You got to give credit to Tatis and Machado. They spoiled some good pitches. They took some good pitches and found a way to earn walks. And fortunately, Joe just kept competing and made a pitch to get Hosmer to ground out. So it was obviously a big win.
I know that you're incredibly fond of Kenley. It just doesn't seem that his velocity was there tonight, and certainly not the movement that we're accustomed to seeing when Kenley is successful. Where do you go with your ninth inning as you guys move forward?
Yeah, I'm going to keep thinking through it. I thought there were some good throws in there, and there was a drop third strike with Cronin or with Grisham, and he ended up getting a base hit. I'm going to think through it, but it was just a lot for him to, 30 pitches to get 2 outs. I know that he's disappointed as well, so I'll keep thinking through it.
You had mentioned the other day that he's willing to pitch for you in any inning when called upon. Any thought to continue to keep Graterol out there just based on his effectiveness and efficiency in terms of a low pitch count for him?
No, because that would have been 2 times, or cleaned up an inning to sit to then go back out there to sit to then go back out there. That's something he's never done, and that part of the order, I liked Kenley right there with the 3-run lead, and I like Kenley right there, and I expected him to get those outs.
How impressive in your time in baseball was the catch that Cody made, but on the biggest stage in the biggest game?
Great players make great plays in big moments, and Cody did just that. I just don't know many guys that can make that play, and got turned around a little bit, but still recovered his length and his ability to jump and control his body. It was game-changing play.
Next question's from Jeff Passan. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Dave, Cody has had some struggles this season, both with the bat and at times in the field. Seeing him step out on a stage like this and do what he can, what does that say to you about him?
I think it speaks a lot to the character. To kind of put the regular season and the stat sheet aside to help his team win a baseball game. I think that's what you're seeing. And I just love his clarity and his compete. And you mentioned kind of struggling through hitting. But right now, I really think his swing's as good as it's been, even on the ball down below that he hit the homer off Davies tonight. And he's just fighting. And he's playing every pitch defensively. And, that's what MVPs should do. And that's what he's doing.
Next question's from John Morosi. Go ahead.
Thanks. Dave, on the double steal of Pomeranz, how much of an organizational triumph is that, just based on all the great scouting information that you've got to know that you can move on Pomeranz there with a double steal on his very, very first pitch?
It was, it was a great play a heads-up play by Mookie and Corey, the back runner, the trail runner. And, obviously you see these guys, these guys, and guys are doing a lot of digging. So in that situation, that was the difference in the game. So it was a big play by a very good player. 2 good players.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, how would you evaluate Clayton's start?
He did what we needed. I think that, he made a couple mistakes as far as the homers. But he gave us 6 innings, 3 runs, and we were winning when he came out of the game and put our team in a position to win. So he did a nice job, really nice job.
And from your vantage point, what happened there between Machado, Graterol, your guys? Seemed like there's a lot going on.
I think that obviously it was a big play, and we all know that Brusdar is very emotional, and he just kind of was caught up in the moment and was really celebrating Cody's play. And I think Manny took exception to it, and that was it. But I think it's over.
Next question's from Ken Gurnick. Go ahead.
Hey, do you have a starter for tomorrow?
We're going to talk to Kenny. We don't know. We'll announce it sometime tomorrow.
Next question's from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Steve, just a little more on that double still. Just to be clear, was Mookie and Corey going on their own, or was that called?
That was Mookie and Corey going on their own, and JT coming up with the big situational bat to drive them in.
And then Barnes, he had a few more hits tonight. I know he's been sort of resurgent the last few weeks. What's he meant to this sort of run for you guys?
Austin's been great. You know, he's really been fantastic. He's been very solid. He and Will work really well together. Austin is just taking really good at bats, and we needed it. It was really good to see him take 3 quality at bats, and what a job he did tonight with Clayton.
Next question is from Pedro Mora. Go ahead.
Dave, Kenley or not, how concerned are you overall about obtaining the final 6 or 9 outs in the last 9 victories you guys need this season?
We just got to continue to, I wouldn't say concerned, Pedro. I just think that we got to continue to, all of us, just continue to keep being better and make pitches. And, you know, when your name is called, be ready to get outs.
Thanks.
Next question's from Bill Shaken. Go ahead.
Dave, I wonder, given the respect that you have certainly for Kenley, what was that trip to the mound like in the 9th inning? Was there a conversation? How did he react? What did you guys talk about?
There wasn't a conversation. I chose at that point in time to go to Joe, and my love and respect for him certainly hasn't changed, and he feels terrible. You know, he wants to be the guy, and he's proven it time and time again. But I know he's thrilled we won a baseball game, a big ball game. And that was kind of it.
He didn't try to convince you to stay in?
No.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you guys were here in August, played with the roof closed. You've played here twice now with the roof open. How does the ballpark play differently, and what are your just overall thoughts of the way the ball travels here, open or closed?
You know, I thought it was going to carry more when it was open, and that's what I heard. But, you know, Manny hit a ball that was really hit. The Machado or the Tatis ball was really hit that Cody took away. The Hosmer ball was really hit. So if you hit them, they're going to go. But I still think that it still plays big. But what a beautiful ballpark.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
That concludes the Dodgers post-game